Hello, I'm Brian DiCiano. Welcome to the Red Napkin. Today I'm presenting to you the Blueberry Thyme cocktail. As I've stated before, naming drinks is not my speciality. I can come up with them, but finding a name for the drinks is always the hardest part for me. And so I usually just call it something simple as, basically what's in the drink, so you know exactly pretty much what you're getting from the title of the drink. The blueberry thyme cocktail, you're getting blueberries, and you're getting thyme, and you're getting a cocktail-like drink. It's not like, a Collins would be something different, or if I were to call it a sour, that'd be something different. But it's a good drink. I created it for this vodka called Ambiq. It is a French vodka distilled 5 times from French wheat. And I guess the idea behind this is that they're using, a traditional alembic still, pot still, to distill this vodka. And in tasting this, I kind of tasted some kind of like a lemony, something herbal, kind of like thyme. So I kind of got like a lemon thyme kind of quality out of it, which made me think of using fresh thyme and lemon, of course. And then I started thinking, what would go well with some fresh thyme and lemon. Blueberries is the obvious choice for me. I was actually really surprised when I first tasted this vodka. I really like it. It's got an interesting character to it. I like vodkas that kind of offer a different kind of flavor profile than your standard, basic grain vodka that just kind of tastes like nothing. And anyways, so going to be muddling about 12 good size blueberries. They've been washed. Maybe about a teaspoon of thyme leaves that have been just removed off of the stem, because you don't want to put the stem in there. It's a little bitter. And then I'll just cut up a fresh Meyer lemon. I love Meyer lemons. They're aromatic. They're a little sweeter. It's just, the flavor is just so different and so unique. You cannot substitute anything other than a Meyer lemon. It's really worth it. So just chop this up. I'm gonna muddle it in here, so it doesn't have to be super pretty. Just cut it into like some wedges and quarter it. Try to get those little seeds out, maybe. Just throw that in there. Take my nice muddler. I just bought this part of my all my new bar tools. It's a big acrylic muddler, and it has teeth on the end. So it's really a really nice muddler. It'll extract juices and essences out of the skins of fruit like limes when you're making a caipirinha, or a mojito. So and it's long, which I like. Can really get into the bottom there. I hate the short muddlers where you're like actually in the pint glass trying to muddle. It's kind of awkward and not so nice. So just crush all this down. And with blueberries, most of the flavor is actually in the skins. So that's where you're getting most of that blueberry flavor, is all in the skin. And you can see how easy that was. It's beautifully all crushed down. And then I'll add some Ambiq vodka on top of here, using a measure of 1 3/4 ounces. Why am I using 1 3/4 ounces? Kind of a non-standard measure, but I kind of like it because it's a little more than 1.5 ounces, but not quite 2 ounces. You know, it just kind of gives, I think, a nice measure for a single drink. Um, it's about 50 mils, or I mean, it's somewhere around there. Um, but anyways, full 1 3/4 ounces of Ambiq vodka. And I'm also using Lillet, which is a Bordeaux aromatized wine. It's got, you know, it's a vermouth style wine, basically an aperitif. Um, just add about 3/4 of an ounce in here. And Lillet is a touch sweet, but it's not going to quite be enough sweet sugar content in there to balance out the acid in the Meyer lemons. So I'm just going to add a little dash of sugar syrup, maybe just about 1/4 of an ounce, and it'll also help the mouthfeel as well. And another thing with like muddling fruits like this in drinks, you know, that's fresh, you'll get a nice texture. It'll be kind of not so thin, you know, it'll be a little more like viscous, but not quite viscous. It'll just have a better texture to it. Anyways, add some large ice cubes on here. I'm using these large ice cubes because, you know, the extra mass in those cubes is going to really bust up those blueberries and the thyme and the lemons and really get all that flavor, you know, infused throughout the drink. So I'll just give this a good vigorous shake. And this is going to be a delicious cocktail for you. Chilled cocktail glass here. Straining this out, you gotta fine strain it because you have all those bits of thyme and blueberries and all that in there. It's gonna take a little longer to get all that through here, but you'll definitely, you know, it'll be a better drinking experience with the texture getting all of that out. Garnishing on here, I got a nice little cocktail pick that I've studded some blueberries on. Just kind of like swirled a little thyme sprig around the end of it here. The red napkin blueberry thyme cocktail. Enjoy it.